My name is Do Not Obey, and let's get started.
Let's get it.
What's up, guys? It's me, Do Not Obey, and I have
JT.
He's back, and I love it, and we are chilling. We really don't have much to talk about. We were going to eat on camera, but it's really cold out here.
It is really cold.
Yes,
but we're holding on for daylight.
Yes. So do you want to tell them what you are?
I am a Black Knight Crusader.
Yes.
My sword and shield is awesome.
And I am here to get ready for the future zombie apocalypse. So I have my gas mask on, okay? I'm geared up in my army gear and I'm ready to roll. Now, we'll throw in pictures later. We'll take pictures.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it's dark out here and I don't know if you guys can see it. So like I said, we're outside, okay? We outside tonight. We in these streets. Right? My lips are probably going to be dry through the whole video because it is cold.
Stay protected.
Yes, he's warm. You know what? You are warm because you got those shields around your cheeks.
Yeah, I am pretty warm, honestly.
I put on some pigtails. So,
down the sword.
Go get it. You're fine. Oh, you got
no, I put it down.
Yes. So I can cover
we
my
ain't
ears.
slaying anybody tonight.
Yes.
At least not yet.
No, I know, because I'm freezing. My ears are cold. So I totally covered these ears and things up. So
I'm so glad that this helmet covers my ears.
Right. I'm telling you. It's been a long time coming because Halloween is both of our favorite holidays, as you can tell.
Yeah, okay? Definitely. I am geared up.
Yes, excited. And this is a random question, but have you had anything weird happen since the last time?
Honestly, I haven't had anything really weird besides just crazy dreams.
Really?
Dreams lately have just been out of this world. And
you remember a short one? You could tell them.
Well, a short dream was so it was really dark and I didn't know. It felt like I was in some water or a swimming pool, and I was climbing out, and there was these stairs. But when I got out, I was looking at my hands and stuff, and it was really thick for water. And then I don't know how, but there was a light source, and or things started brightening up, and I was able to look, and I was literally drenched in blood.
Really?
Yeah, it was blood, and I was
scary.
Covered in blood, and I was going like this, and then it was blood, and that's when I woke up.
That's freaky.
It was
I hardly remember any of my dreams. I need to start writing them down.
I had this crazy intense feeling of fear because of this is blood, and when you know with the blood,
but
some
people
are scared.
Feel it if it was it warm? Was it real?
It felt really warm. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing before. It just happened. I just was coming out of something.
Yeah.
And I was walking on stairs. I know that because when you step up, and I had no memory of anything. I was just moving.
That's scary. And you couldn't recognize the place you were in?
No.
That's scary.
And everything was dark. And then things started lighting up for some reason, and I was able to see, and then I was like, dude, I'm covered in blood.
Man, but for you to remember it so descriptive is crazy, because like I said, I can't even remember. I can wake up and feel like I went through something.
Yeah, and but I did wake up sweaty.
I wake up sweaty, but I can't remember what the hell I drank.
Maybe I was hot, and I was just
yeah, but I still think it's something to it.
That's just crazy though.
I just think our dreams sometimes, you know what I'm saying, could take us somewhere else. I don't know. I just think, you never know.
Definitely to another place, because things do feel so real. And when you wake up, it's whoa, interception type stuff.
Yes, I was about to say, what do you do you think it could be portals, or excuse me, do you ever think it could be what do you think, what is the definition of another place to you?
I mean,
in JT's mind, it
well,
doesn't have to be.
Because people talk about go to your happy place, and I mean, in reality, because we're alive. I mean, technically, when people go to your happy place, you're literally just in your head thinking about all the good stuff. or the things that are good, positive. So
Yeah.
really, I mean, that could be another realm I would consider. And then when you dream, it's
You believe in the dream world? You ever
definitely a
heard-
dream world.
I do too.
Because not everybody's dream is the same, but it's just crazy funky. So it's just
Yeah.
like,
Sometimes people get premonitions
yeah,
and you don't realize
or like
it.
deja vu,
But
and it's just like, wow.
and that's what makes me think, is that something given to us, or have we really seen it before?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like reincarnation.
Yeah,
Because
like
I feel like I've been here before.
you've been through the experience before.
Yeah, like, so how would you recognize it unless it's a program?
Yeah.
And that we all know the system, we're just recognizing it, you know, like the Matrix thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I feel that vibe though.
Oh yeah, but if y'all see this thing like wiggling back and forth, if it was to fall down through this video, we're just gonna get up and put it up and y'all can see it, because this thing's holding on, because the wind's blowing like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. It really is out here, and I'm waiting on Toto to come flying around through here.
And then that flying cow.
Yes, I'm gonna have to put that on the screen. I am. So like I said, we were gonna eat on here. Like we really like I said, I don't really have a ghost story. I have like a short one if you want to hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so you know how everybody has heard of the Headless Horseman?
Yeah.
Like I think everybody has, like, I don't know, like a, not say in their county, but like small towns have weird stuff.
Yeah.
If it's to the people knowing everything or just seek, I mean, I'm just saying, small towns are like, to me, is more scary than like a big city.
So this is a scary story. Right now.
Yes. I love it. We got the fogs. So I'm going to start as the fog's rolling. So supposedly now, and I can get a picture of this place if it's still up. If not, I can get a picture of where the house used to sit. So supposedly this Civil War Civil War guy or whatever, you know, and he lived in Mills River, which is near like my old town.
Right.
And supposedly like something happened to where he had like died or whatever. Something happened, I guess, of war. His head, something got messed up. And he was known seriously to be seen like walking this long strip of road down this one like country road. And it even was in the newspaper because this lady said that her car broke down and she, you know, got out to walk home because she wasn't too far from her house, but she, you know, I mean, you're not going to sit there. I mean, she was like, I'm about to go home.
Right.
So as she's walking, she hears like horse hooves, like just kind of
Cluck, 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 cluck.
Yes. Thank you for that. That gave me, oop. And she says she turns around and she looks. And she says she sees this man, and he's not up on her. He's just kind of riding slowly, and he's just got his, you know, uniform on, and you know he doesn't have a head. Yeah. So she's freaked out. She doesn't run, but she walks faster. And he said that he guided her all the way over till she got through this stretch of road that had no street light, to where she was able to get to the street light. There was more street lights that would lead her to her home. I can actually take a recording of this whole road to show you, because there is a gap that you go through to where it's just all dark. Okay. So once she got to the light, he was gone. Now, I heard that story when I was little, and then one of my friends that I cheered with lived right there in that area. So I brought it up to her, and they all knew about it and took it serious. And she walked me down to his little shack of a home, because back then it was like in the 20s or something.
Yeah.
And you had to walk over like this little bridge to get to it, and it kind of ran down, and I wanted to go in it, but that's where the man that people have been seeing in that area to protect, I guess, his neighbors, that's where he lived. So yeah,
that's pretty crazy. Because
didn't you go to Helen's Bridge?
I didn't. I still haven't been to Helen's Bridge.
I thought you.
I had friends that
was Tisha.
I don't think I have, actually.
That's the only other one I can think of. And then about, you know, the story I told.
I know. In North Carolina, is it Brown Mountain Lights?
I actually want to visit those soon.
I wanted to go see them, but I think.
And then Road to Nowhere.
Yeah,
that's in the same area. Like, I've actually wanted to go out there, to be honest with you, because I thought that would be really, really cool.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
To see some crazy stuff.
I would like to stay out there, though. Like, because, I'm all ready for the zombie apocalypse. Fast forward, we can shoot him to the future to help guide us through this future apocalypse. Okay. But it's like when you see movies like that, yeah, you have to worry about the zombies, but at the end of the day, it's the humans that cause more trouble than the zombies.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
that would be my first thing.
Yeah. Humans are just crazy, especially like when they panic and stuff. Because lately that's been a thing, panic buying.
Okay, I'm not trying to cut him off, but I just want to let y'all know that I forgot what we're drinking, but this is some really good wine.
Oh,
I just want to say that.
Carlo Rossi.
Baby, this wine is
I believe that's what. It's really sweet. Sweet wine is really good.
What would be the first 3 things that you would snatch or go to?
My sword.
Dropped your spirit stick.
Oh.
If we were to have like a crazy, zombie apocalypse, what would be the first 3 items, the first 3 things that you would go for first if you had a chance to get it?
A chance to get it would be probably a weapon for sure.
Okay, but what type of weapon? Would you just hit up like a gun shop? I mean, like a sports store that got all type of weapons?
Yes.
Check off the list. What's next?
Well, probably Walmart has a lot of shit.
You could just name the place, but I don't care about that.
But I'll probably hit up either Walmart, maybe a mall, because mall has like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the movie or the series Daybreak on Netflix, that's literally what they do. It's an apocalypse and some kids hang out in a mall. Yeah. And that's pretty the best bet right there.
So that would be your go-to.
Definitely.
Mine would be one.
And then I would try to find a mode of transportation.
Okay,
that's another one.
Well, you already have one.
That's true. I do have one.
Yeah.
But you would need like something more durable.
Would you not go try to siphon for gas?
Yes, I would try to go siphon for gas. Okay. But I would try to get more of a truck, just so you can have cargo. Because I can't carry that much in my car.
No, but we can put something on the back if we have to, which would probably be dangerous. It would weigh us down. But
but having the back would be kind of the trunk.
The trunk. First, go to the hospital while everybody's running around crazy and get all like the morphine, motherfucking antibiotics, like anything I can just swoop in, needles, anything you may need, right? Then I would hit up the gas station and hit all the cigarettes. All the cigarettes. I don't give a damn if you smoke or not. You'll probably be smoking at this time. So it's good just to have whatever type. I'm talking about, I'm going to try to get all the cartons I can. I'm just cartoning up.
Doesn't matter what. I'm just grabbing.
I'm going to hit all the Newports first. Period. Okay. And then I'm going to go down from there and get this, I'm just whatever. And then I would go to, while I'm there, I would definitely try to get gas. And then I would definitely just try to take most of the canned goods and paper products and alcohol. Everything I need's in there.
Yep.
Wine, alcohol. They got pickled sunflower seeds, boiled peanuts, stuff like that. Honey, I'm good. I'm gonna rent
boiled peanut.
And no offense, but it's the one right by my house. It's the Attack of the Sword. They know I like to sing. Fun fact: I wanted to be in a musical.
But since there's a truck stop, I would hit up like semis because of the cargo. You don't know what kind of cargo they're carrying. So I mean, it could be supplies, it could be, but
I would do that days after.
Right.
This is like crucial because the first day nobody's really prepared. They're running, trying to get home. They don't know what's going on. Yeah. While everybody's doing that, I'm already gonna be like, duh. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up everything I can the first 2 days. The first 2 days is crucial.
Right.
After that, we can sit back and kind of
worry about other things.
What's going on? Yeah. But I'm telling you, I'm straight getting seeds. I'm collecting seeds now.
Right. That would be a thing. Definitely have like maybe a generator for sure. Water pumps.
Yeah. Generators cost, but I've been looking at one. Just yes. What's the movie with the girl that played in Jennifer's Body? She was the hot one.
Megan Fox?
Is that her name?
She's the pretty one. She's the one that turned into the demon or whatever.
Have you seen the one when she's married to her husband to death do us part?
I have not.
You've got to see it.
Oh goodness. Was it good?
Yes, man. He sets everything up to get her like DOA.
Oh gosh.
She wakes up and he shoots himself and she's chained him. She has to drag around his dead body and he has all the tools removed. He's got her up in the cabin. He's siphoned the gas. He's took her shoes. All he left her was a wedding dress. He put her phone in water. Like, he set up everything. Like, she was stuck.
Oh, wow.
It's good. I give her
That
credit.
seems like a good movie.
Because Jennifer's Body was good, like, period, for horror. You know me. But for something, you know, different than what we see her in, I think she did a good job in.
Yeah.
It was just,
I do like Jennifer's Body because of the whole powers, just like the whole, like the craft thing.
Oh
the craft
my
movie.
gosh,
that was
light as a
like,
feather, stiff as a board. We did.
Honestly, I never did.
Man, we did. I was all into it. I'm telling you. But you got to be careful what you play with because you never know.
For sure, you never know what's out there lingering.
Speaking of playing with stuff, yes, JT reminded me. Look at this lighting up.
Oh wow!
Do you see that? That's the signature of playing with stuff. So right now, I just want to say this: that everything that I'm doing is all for positivity. I have been asking for dealing with light and love. I've asked for my ancestors and my guardian angels to be with me tonight because I want to talk to them. They're safe to me, and I want to be able to communicate with them and maybe get some questions asked. Now, I don't know if it's going off because of this. We did test this. It's not going off with the light, so this wasn't going off, I don't believe, before we even started talking.
No, it was
green.
Pure green. So, like it is green now. Yeah,
so I believe that there's something around. We've moved all electronics, honestly, because I did test his phone. Like I was showing him about the EMF detector. And I'll throw up a definition because you know I always mess it up. And then right here, you know, I got my old dowsing rods. Now, I showed him earlier today. I asked one question. Honestly, what's your honest opinion of what you've seen today when I use these?
Well, because I feel like I've seen him before. Because, you know, like when you're looking for your septum tank or whatever, they have those rods, and then they cross when they're underneath something or the tank or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was pretty awesome. But when you asked the question, it literally just moved over.
It was slow though. It's like somebody was like moving it, like, you know what I mean?
Because it was like E, and then it went E, and I was like, okay, well that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it kind of got me too, because y'all know how I was when I first got them, and I used them on camera, and I was already freaking out. So those things were moving.
Yeah, they were pretty cool though.
Yeah.
So it'd be awesome to use them again.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into those. I've got this sitting here, so when I do go back and edit this video, I can put in or point how many times this thing has lit up without us not even asking anything. To me, that's just stuff of coming by.
It's saying hello, you know,
and I pray that it's positive, period.
Yeah, we just want positive entities.
It's cool to catch things on camera, but I'm not gonna go ask for negative stuff just to blow up on the internet. It's not worth my soul.
No,
this thing's like
it's not worth it lingering.
No, I'm not about to mess with my soul. I'm just waiting on this thing to blow like a sail would. Movies that we recently saw.
Yeah, and because we were talking about Netflix earlier, and on Netflix tell
them your total short theory and connection of Lady in Black. Do it, because I'll mess it up. Go ahead. Take over, sir. I don't know what to call you.
I am Noble Knight. There you go.
Noble Knight, gladiator from the past, now in the future with me to help fight the zombie apocalypse that is coming.
Yeah. Watched Insidious Chapter 2, but I've seen the first one, the second one, and the third. But I think there is a fourth, but really? I have not seen that one yet.
Okay.
And well, in the first chapter, so it is kind of confusing in a way, because it starts off as like, okay, a ghost or their kid is drifting off, and that's how he got in the coma.
Insidious.
Yeah, Insidious.
Yes, the first.
So his kid was in a coma because he was able to astral project his conscience into what Elise called the further.
Mm-hmm.
So
in betweens, yeah.
In a way, I feel like since we're talking about dreams too, that's technically what we do when it's so real and vivid, and you could see that, or like you could remember it, you know. because that's technically, I mean, if it's in your memory like that, that's something that, I mean, you've gone through.
I think it's a place that we're
You
all
know?
connected to, that sometimes we get there and sometimes we don't. And sometimes we go some places that we're not supposed to connect to, hence why you were probably walking through all that blood.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was
Right.
like a place that your spirit, your type of spirit was not
Drifted
supposed
off
to go
to.
there.
Yeah.
You're too light.
It's
Like, he has
crazy.
a bright, beautiful spirit. I don't care.
Characters in that. So there was the woman in black, and then there was the man with the red face. And the woman in black was Parker, I can't remember the last name, but I know he was
Morgan.
Parker Morgan.
Because it reminded me
Yes.
of The Ring.
Yes.
With Samara.
Yeah, Sarah Morgan.
Mhm.
Or Samara, I don't know.
Well, it was Sarah Morgan.
Yeah.
Samara was adopted. Yeah, you're correct.
So so in the action happening, so the dad was actually able to project himself, and then he had the same ability. That's how the son got the
passed down through generations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but he was mentally blocked because of the woman in black, because in the pictures his mom was the woman kept coming closer to him, and it scared the bejesus out of her. So that's why she hired Elise and her gang.
Kind of reminds me of something that we talked about earlier today about coming close, going away, coming close, going away. That's kind of freaky.
But
I don't even want to bring that. Will never come up on here, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that just reminded me of that. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
For sure.
Sorry, yeah.
But, he goes to the red door, and then he goes to this house, but this house has like this other door that goes somewhere else, and that's like the demons, or the like man portals. In the red.
I think it's like maybe portals. Yeah. Connection.
I
just call them portals, but I mean, I know I'm wrong, but that's the easiest thing my mind can like process it. Maybe portals. We're going through portals. You know, something that's connected here for sure somewhere else. Same time. Yeah.
So when he gets his son and they try to leave and whatnot, well, they have to go back to their bodies, because if they don't get back to their bodies in time, there's a chance of another entity possessing the body.
Anything can come up in there. I mean, it's like, no offense, but to me, it's like a car with its doors unlocked in a crazy area where your doors probably shouldn't be unlocked. Yeah. And anybody can get up in that thing while you're gone.
For sure. But so while they're trying to get to their bodies, the kid literally just goes straight to his body. But the dad, he's been haunted by this woman in black. And well, yeah. So, but he sees like this woman in like the reflection of a mirror or the bathroom mirror, and he just yells, "Get away from me! Get away from me!" But as you see, like in the mirror, you know, the woman is going away, but she's running for the body. So, in the second chapter, well, at the end of the first chapter, Elise gets choked because she had like this off vibe of something, and the woman in black didn't like her picture taken, because like spirits don't like their pictures taken. That's why there's a blur in a picture or something,
or some type of dot. But you know that there was nothing there before you took it.
Yeah. So Polaroids. When Elise takes the picture, she sees something, and that's why the entity possessing Josh attacks her and kills her. So at the end, they show Elise, or the wife, Josh's wife. I can't remember her name. She's looking at the camera, and she, because it's the woman in black.
That clicking too.
Yeah,
I definitely heard that click.
So in the second chapter, well, there obviously is a dead body, so the cops are obviously called. So Josh is the first ideal victim. So they try to roll him out, or try to suspect. Yeah. So
victim.
Yes. So they get his handprints or fingerprints, and later in the maybe in Sadie's chapter 2, they found out that they weren't the handprints of Josh. So that means that's a sign, because you obviously know with that situation, it obviously had to be him, but the woman possessing him is, you know. because that's real. Like, yeah.
Darkness. Yeah.
But anyway, so
So it's basically the entities' fingerprints coming through the physical world.
yes. But in chapter 2, also explains that when Josh was a little kid, before the whole astral projection thing,
Mhm.
his mom worked at this hospital, and there's this man who was in the hospital for castrating himself. So
Quick behind story.
Yeah.
Mother wanted to force him to be a girl. He didn't want to be a girl. He got forced to be a girl, psychologically effed, grow up, get older, cut it off. Maybe that'll work. Doesn't work, pass away. Oh, need my life back. See you in the spiritual world. There's a kid. You can do this. I'm about to hop on you. Your mother's here. She was taking care of me. Boom.
Yeah. So literally, before he died, he latched on to Josh as a kid. So when he died, his name was actually Parker. So as a man, but later they find out in the chapter that Parker, because of his mom, because his mom is technically the mother of death, and forced him to play a female role because of I guess something happened with their husband, and their husband was like, that's the name, because Parker is the name that her husband gave him. So she's like, that's the name that your father gave you. We're not using that name.
What
apparently.
if he left them? Maybe he didn't
I don't
die.
know.
Maybe he just left them and she was bitter.
It doesn't really go into that part.
Why would
really.
you treat your child like that if you loved your son?
Right.
Look.
And then the name that, oh wow.
You see that?
Yeah. But the name that she gave him was Marilyn.
Yeah.
So as a kid, he got beaten by his mom because he kept wanting to be Parker.
Yeah.
And she wanted him to be Marilyn. So, oh wow.
Keep talking, you're good. Trying to show that you can go ahead.
But
it's gone now.
So
it's on yellow.
Later in life, Parker developed this alter ego, which was the woman in black. So he would dress up, he would paint his face in white and black, lipstick and eyeliner and stuff. And then he would dress in a black bride's gown with the veil and everything. And then he would kill his victims. And he had a total of like 15 victims, I believe it says in the show.
And his mother knew about this.
Yeah,
though,
his
right?
mother forced him to kill these people. So I don't know how they got their victims or what. It doesn't really explain that part. But there's definitely, he was a serial killer. So that's why they have the woman in black. But but it wasn't just Parker though. It was the mother of darkness, a mother of death.
So Mother of Death obviously had been around Parker and them before any of this to me happened.
Right.
In a sense.
Right. But well, Mother of Death, well, in that series it's just so crazy because in The Conjuring, it's all kind of connected in a way because of
But how, okay, tell them this. How did which I love your brain. You got the lady in black with the cute guy. I call him Harry Potter, but he knows his real name.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, because the first one, there's a second one.
Yeah.
But let's just give respect to the first one.
Well, in the first one, it wasn't that scary, and the second one wasn't that scary. So I didn't really get scared off it. I thought they were thrillers, so I did not watch the second one because I thought it wasn't scary.
The first one was a connection to what you're talking about now, though,
because the guy's name was Parker Morgan.
And was that maybe that was like their second house?
In the Insidious Chapter 2,
it was two different houses, but Parker lived in both of them.
Yeah, in Insidious Chapter 2, Carl, Elise's one of her associates that she worked with, because they both had dealings with the dark, and so he had dice, and he would roll them and see, they had like letters on them to see if a connection was made. So when Elise passed, her crewmates, because she had a camera guy and the dude, like the dude with the drawing, and then the dude who actually lifted and had like the lights and stuff. So those two went to Carl and they were trying to get connected with Elise, and the mom, Josh's mom, was trying to get connected with Elise because of what was happening to Josh. So they got a connection, and so the connection told him that it was the lady in black that killed her, and they I guess went to a house, or they the dice led them to a house.
Well,
And the
no,
house,
she led them to the house.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So
That-
actually, it led them to the hospital.
Mother effer.
And then the hospital led to
Yes.
the house. And then the house was actually Parker's house, which is the house of the lady, or the mother of death. So
Okay, so the mother of death lived there before Parker's mother moved in.
Yes.
So whatever happened to Parker's father, the mother got possessed by the mother of death.
something like that. It doesn't go back into
But
that.
that's
yeah.
just, let's say
But
that's
that's
a
what-
hypothesis. That's
It's like,
this is our hypothesis.
yeah. When they go to the house, it turns out that it wasn't at least that.
Oh yeah, cheers, boo.
Oh, cheers.
Sorry about that.
It kind of leads to The Conjuring because that house had so many bad things happen to or inside of it. So I feel like it was pretty much a portal, or
Where you can just be here,
Or
but
there
let's
were
say I
so
walk
many-
through something, you're at that other house.
right.
Maybe the lady of death bounced between the house that the lady in black was in, with Harry oh boy,
Right.
and then also at the Morgan's house. Because
Well-
it was two different houses, because one house is surrounded by nothing but sand.
Well,
But it was the same
really,
person.
when you watch these movies, you realize that it's not the places that
Yeah.
are haunted; it's the people that
right.
previous stuff has happened to that house. And that's
Yes.
why, because there's two, like I said, there was two factors. There was actually really there was three, because Mother of Death, and then the lady in black, and then the guy with the red face. And with all that
I
stuff
wonder who
happening,
that is.
well, with all that stuff happening, it could have like attracted a demon, which at least clearly said it was a demon,
Low level
So,
demon.
and it
minion.
opened a portal,
Mhm.
like we were talking about.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the red door from.
And there's another movies. There's a lot of movies with red doors.
Yeah. With Conjuring,
Mhm.
I think her name was Lorraine and Eddie,
You were right.
and then they they collect supernatural things because Lorraine is a medium. So that kind
Lorraine
of
Warren.
yeah,
Yeah.
they kind
I love
of collect
her.
things, and they had the doll, which was actually Annabelle, and that's how
Mhm.
Annabelle gets put in there.
Yeah.
But also
They had to put her in a glass case.
the boogeyman, or the crooked man, is
and that
also
and
in
you,
there
you-
because
but
there's
you,
a thing.
You can see the spinning thing. The boy
Yes.
learns the voice from. This is everything they've ever. I seen that today.
Right.
I just seen that because we're actually watching it while we're doing this video.
Yeah.
We are pausing
So,
it.
so there's so many things that, so many factors that happen with all these scary movies, because they're all, I mean, it seems like they're all in the same dimension, really.
Yeah.
So,
But not
yeah.
past, present, and future.
Yes.
Kind of like me
Because
and you.
in Insidious Chapter 2,
Yeah.
it leads to what's happening in Chapter 1, because when they're first getting haunted in Chapter 1, the door blowing open and whatnot,
Had already
it was
happened.
actually actual projection of
Mhm.
Josh trying to get back to his body.
But what I don't like is that it was gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
If he was already there in the future, was there anything they could do in the past to change the steps to lead up to why? Because remember,
Right.
Alice, what's her name? Alice, I think. This is why this happened. So it was
Yeah.
inevitable to me that there was nothing they can do to change the steps of fate.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, because the little girl sensed just now in The Conjuring that thing that walked.
Yeah.
And then we paused it. I've seen it before, but the point is,
Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's kind of crazy how these stories all tie in with each other. Like, it's like,
Mhm.
like a chapter to a whole book.
yeah.
And then, but what really gets me though is the third one. It doesn't tie in.
See, I
It
haven't
ties in
seen
with the
third
crew
one.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it doesn't tie in
To the storyline.
to the
history.
storyline.
See, I
little.
haven't seen the third one.
Because
so.
like it was a guy in a mask who got latched on to this girl.
So that's the
maybe-
red-faced man.
No, it wasn't the red face. He
Oh.
had like an oxygen mask, and he literally, I guess it was a guy that died in a floor above an apartment complex above this
Okay.
girl. But it's just I don't really see the connection really
Yeah.
with this one dude. But it does explain that spirits or dark entities or negative energies do latch on to people and linger.
Yes. Hence
So
why we got
that
white
was-
candles and sage.
That was like the clearest message and all that.
Mhm.
Because I mean, whoever's negative or
even if you're positive,
who's giving out negative,
yeah,
they could
you
like
draw
affect
in-
somebody.
yeah,
So
negative, and you're a big target in the spiritual world. Okay, you're like
I
this
suppose
candle.
I'm a thread.
You are like this candle burning bright in the world of darkness. Seriously.
Those are things holding for dear life.
Yes.
Anyway, so the end of chapter 2, the crew, the camera guy,
Mhm.
and the dude with the drawing, they go to this one house, and Elise is a ghost, and then the girl is like, "Who's that woman?" And they're like, "What woman?"
Oh yeah, she goes,
and she's like, "So when she talks to this girl, she looks above, and there's this like cackling sound,
I heard that earlier
and
today.
then she like gasps, and then it cuts out, which I really hate that, being left off on a hook like that. But
Yeah.
anyway, if the cackling sound in the first one was the red man or the red-faced man, then I obviously think that it will show the background story of the red-faced man, because that's the story that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And then there was I think there's a fourth one, which I believe leads into that story, but it's just a lot of factors. And then with the movie The Nun coming out, since I mean a nun, Mother Mary, Mother of Death, Dark Angels, you don't,
because we don't know.
because like in the movie Matrix, what I really got off of that is that the humans were an energy source, and technically with all of our emotions and our energy sources,
and more sadness is a more of I think. What would you think? Happy vibrates higher, or would you think that low energy for people?
Well, not really sadness, fear, because there's so many things like especially
adrenochrome. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like adrenaline, but fear I feel like would be the most powerful feeling, because like with nowadays, I mean, especially with this pandemic going on, that's fear.
But what if that
panic?
What if that hypothetically was made to make us be fear so they can suck? Like
in the Matrix, the machines were using the light in our brains or whatever, so that because like there's like electrical signals in our brains.
We got electrodes.
Yeah, that's what
which
it is.
Refire.
A lot of crazy stuff out there, and we just need to be open-minded to it, really, because I mean, who's to say that? I mean, because really, if someone said that they were immortal, you couldn't really prove them wrong, because if you try to I didn't know if it was cracked or anything.
Oh no, but look up. Let's talk about Alice in Borderland and #alive.
Okay, so in the term of events, it was really the Train of Busan.
Yes,
that
I forgot about that. Yes.
So in this series, it's a Asian zombie apocalypse.
Facts.
And so in the Train of Busan, pretty much I guess they're in traffic or something, and stuff starts getting real, as in like people are running, and then there's like in Resident Evil Resident Evil, it happens in public, of course.
Facts.
So public, like airborne virus or some sort. It doesn't really explain the virus part, but it's turning people aggressive, and they're going for brains or to kill, food, survival, whatever.
I want your brains.
So in the Train Busan, there's this little girl who's trying to get to pretty much her family, and she's with like I think she's with her dad or a guardian in some sort, and they're trying to get her safe, to be honest. But through this, like they have to go through all these obstacles where the zombies are coming, pretty much. And it's not just like 1, 2, 3, or 4 zombies. It's just like a horde of zombies are just coming at you, because people are just changing quicker than they can react to it.
It's a good zombie movie, one of the best.
Yeah. And then
one of the best.
After the Train of Busan, #alive came out, and #alive is
cute
when there's
little
this
young Asian
man. And he's in this apartment complex, and this is like these apartments are stacked up on top of each other, Like, so it's like a building. I honestly don't know. I don't know the terminology.
Right. Yeah.
But so he's figuring it out. That stuff is happening through the news and whatnot, and he's trying to get in contact with his parents because they went off doing something. They get groceries or something, and this just happens. I'm not sure what part or where they get groceries or whatever, but so he's stuck in this apartment by himself, and things get real, as in he hears like planes coming and freaking screams and people shouting, and especially in the apartment complex because there's a bunch of people. So in the stairwells, in the hallways, he's hearing all this. So he looks outside of his balcony, and he sees that there's accidents and fires and people are going crazy. And he's like, oh shit, what should I do? And then there's this person who's pounding on the door, and he lets him in, and apparently he's been bitten, and then he changes, and then he ends up having to kill
crazy.
him. Yeah. So when a zombie apocalypse happens, you just don't know who's going to hide their bite or who's actually going to be noble enough to man up.
No strays.
Yeah. But it turns out that he actually was going to kill himself. But there's this girl in another duplex across the street who sees him and realizes that, you know, he's still human. He's not a monster or a zombie or anything. So she tries her best to get him to, like, you know that he's not alone.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, he actually didn't fall through with killing himself. And instead
wasn't he hanging by the rope when she sent like a message or something?
I think she flashed
a light, a little light in
a laser or something.
Yeah. To distract him for what he was doing. Go ahead, you did. I'm trying to get wrapped up here, but
after that point, they started like connecting, and they sent a rope line across to each other so they could, because he didn't have any food, so she pretty much sent him some food, and if she didn't have any like flashlights or anything, he would send them back to her. So they were pretty much exchanging, helping each other out over like, you know, probably a good maybe 20 feet, like 30 feet possibly. So it was pretty cool. How he got the rope over there though was a drone.
Yeah,
so
that was
he had
cool.
a drone
Technology
fly over there.
Help. I'm just
so
saying.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes.
But my favorite part of this movie, #Alive, is at a point they had radios and they were talking, and then you know, zombies, they hear noise and whatnot. So pretty much at this point, the ratio of human and zombie is
zombie winning, humans not.
Yeah, so pretty much there's a lot more zombies, and they're hungry. So and they have like their high sensory senses, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I guess they hear them or they hear noise, and they're like food. So literally they're like on the radio, and they're like, is it raining? And then they're like, one looks outside and it's not raining, and then they realize that it's actually zombies running up their building, like not on the outside, through the inside.
Where they were climbing up that wall, bunch of them. I forgot the actor in it too. He's a good actor.
Was it Brad Pitt?
I think so.
I think it was Brad Pitt. I can't remember that movie
either.
His
daughter or something.
I know. So they had to keep quiet and keep low, don't make any movements or anything. So pretty much they were left alone, but they figured that they had to leave the building, and they ended up. I think it was a girl who was about to get caught or whatever. So
yeah, something was coming into her, like they were crawling up or something.
Well, they were outside her door or whatever. So he set off like he went outside his building or whatever, or his apartment, and set off like a fire alarm, or he made some noise somehow, some way, and it distracted the zombies. So she was able to go up on a higher level. She actually meet, and they actually do meet, and I can't remember. I think it might have been his apartment that she comes into, or it might have been him being brave and trying to go see the girl.
I think he goes to Borderland.
Actually, so Train to Busan.
Yep.
#Alive.
Pound.
And then it goes to Sweet Home.
Sweet Home. Yes, I forgot about Sweet Home. How could I do that?
How
could I have done that?
It's been a while since I've seen it, but from what I remember, there's this guy who so there's like this aerial virus or whatever, and some people are getting
Everything's a
infected and they're
virus.
mutating. Motel or apartment or complex or whatever is all secure and whatnot. So there's no infection on the inside. It's the outside and keeping them outside pretty
Yeah.
much. But the one dude, or there are a couple who are hiding their infection because, you know, during these movies, it takes time for them to actually change.
Yeah, that's why
So
you can't trust nobody.
he didn't crave pretty much any there was no cannibalism at all. He was able to stop his feeling. It just felt like he was turning or he was fading away from himself.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much what it
yeah.
was. But he didn't do no harm to really anybody. But I think he actually fed off the zombies. I'm not sure about that.
I can't remember. In Sweet Home?
Yeah,
I can't remember. That's not the eyeball.
yeah. They have a
Right.
giant eyeball, and then the eyeball's
okay,
trying
but
to.
are those the monsters that brought the virus to take over the planet?
Well, apparently, from what I saw, there were people before that mutated
into that
into
big
those
eyeball.
monsters. Yeah.
Ooh. See, that's kind of cool because it's not just zombies,
Beast.
monsters
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, they mutate.
Hence why we're talking about these movies. You know,
Yeah.
Hello Halloween.
Yeah, it's fun. But especially when all these series came out during the pandemic, like it's just crazy because there's a lot of virus. And so through Sweet Home, he rescues some kids and he's able to survive.
Cool thing.
Yeah,
it was hard though.
My favorite part was like there's this big ogre guy
that was my
who
favorite.
was mutated,
You shall
and
not pass.
he was like humongous.
Yes,
and he was able to stop him. That was my favorite. That battle was awesome.
I did like that.
But then with all that leads into Alice in
Borderland. I love
which Alice in Borderland was there's like these 4 friends that came across this other, I'm not sure if it was a dimension or they're in the same city, but there's like nobody there. It was completely abandoned.
What happened? Was it a crazy sound or some type of noise?
Yeah,
or
they were in a train place and
somebody was knocking on the door for them to get out, and then all that noise happened and everybody disappeared.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was cool.
Oh no, they were running away from some thugs or whatever, and they ran into the bathroom.
Yes, and then they were knocking on the door to get in, and then everything disappeared.
Everything disappeared, and they went out.
With the friends.
Yeah, and then they went out, and they were in like a different dimension or realm, or I don't really know how they even got there.
Saying. Did the people leave or did they leave?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Because like, I mean, in Narnia situations, they were in a train station, and then all of a sudden everything started disappearing, and they were in this world. So I picked for some reason because during this game it's a dead or alive game. So each level was based on a card, and in this card it was like it determines the level of level of hardness, really. There's easy, medium, hard, whatever.
And you got to choose which ones you want to go to, right?
Well, it really.
Oh no, it said. Oh, it was the ace or the.
It was really. I forgot that if they didn't play these games, they would die.
Well, Well, some people had certain like life saved up. So if you had like, some life saved up, you probably had like some people had a month before they had to play.
Yeah.
Some people had a week.
Oh yeah, you gain time by playing.
You gain more time by how many games you played. Yeah. Remember, because some people were just chilling.
Yeah. It's a whole group of people that were called like the beach or whatever, and it was like
that place was nice. It's like a rave and just a party. It was like
apocalypse party for
California.
Sure. I think it's in Mexico.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
like just like a big party.
Spring break, Cancun type party.
That's
thing.
what it looked like.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it looked like the OC when they used to come on TV. But yeah.
Yeah. Meet these people, and apparently they had this idea of collecting the cards, and they were trying to find a way out because they couldn't go back.
Yeah.
And so they, there's this guy who was pretty much like a genius, and he was able to figure out how to get out.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that I did love about that movie is that the girl was an amazing climber. And when they were in a scene in the hotel, she was just jumping from floor to floor like a ballerina.
Yeah.
Everybody had to run, and she's just flipping. And her and the cute dude with the friends meet up.
Yeah.
And the people that are there to hurt the people that are there don't want to hurt the people that are there either.
Yeah. It turns out that he actually, his friends all died because of they believed in him that he could get through it. So it was one of those games.
Yeah.
Kind of like Saw in a way, but
like Squid Games, which he hasn't watched yet.
I haven't watched Squid Games. It's the #1 series watched in America on Netflix.
I have the one person in the world that hasn't watched it. I'm just like,
it was for them.
When you see it, you're gonna. I mean, I liked it. They have cards in it.
Yeah, because I was really looking for a series because I was watching anime and I was looking for a series called Dead Man Wonderland, and it was like this guy who was framed at school for killing his classmates, and so he goes to like this maximum prison, and in this maximum prison you have to have like these candies to survive because they have like a collar that will like explode your head or something.
Okay.
But it turns out that there's like some certain inmates who have like this mutation and they can use their blood as a weapon. So like kind of in Death Race, they have like this undercover viewing online thing, you know.
Yeah.
And so it was so there's an inmate game, like all of them playing like this death game pretty much, and then there's like these one-on-one battles which were pretty awesome, and there's the inmates who had like these abilities.
Yeah.
So they were kept separate, but they're the ones who actually got the most candies to survive.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Honestly.
Kind of like always.
And that's what
everything that I watch just shows me, to me, it connects to the world we're living in. Not that everything that we see on the TV is exactly what we're going through, but
what's crazy is
connects to everything that we go through.
This whole thing, it started
My lips are dry.
The whole thing, it started with, honestly, the Hunger Games.
Yes.
Like sending off your kids to fight for sacrifice and whatnot.
Lottery.
The lottery.
Have you ever read the
lottery?
Book? Have you read the book though?
Yes.
In school, they make you read the
and
lottery.
they got stoned and whatnot.
Yeah, and it reminds you of the movie
The Purge as well. So
now, let me ask you this question. So I asked one of my homeboys, right? You know, I love asking like the thugs, like my homeboys, like, you know, they'll keep it real. I said, now, if we were to purge, which I wouldn't be okay with purging. I'm gonna tell you that now, because for some reason I have enemies. I know I do. And I asked one of my homies, I was like, what would you do on the purge? He was like, I would go rob a bank. I said, that's what I would do. I wouldn't try to worry about hurting somebody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go get a brand new car off the lot.
Right.
I'm about to get some munties, and I'm about to go get a house that don't nobody live in that's open.
Yeah.
Like real estate. Right? You get it, right? So that's what I would do. What would you do?
Honestly, I would probably do the same thing, but honestly, I would, especially when you don't know who's after you, I would rack up on weapons. So
of course, I'm coming out with a crew.
I would definitely try to go to an arsenal or
that's what he said.
Definitely steal some type of weapon. That's what he said. Because that would be some dope shit.
That's what he said.
Still fucking helicopter. Yeah. Like that would be great.
Yes. So I'm just saying,
Armada.
I'm just saying, so God forbid, you know, this red old country wants money.
I mean, honestly,
I'm trying to be floating down money by the next morning. I'm talking about sliding and getting out of the country I'm in that does the purge.
Well, really, all of us in the country are pretty much broke. You have the people who are doing really good, who are benefiting off of other people's bullshit. But I mean, that's just pretty much our
hitting the purge in your eyes.
So honestly, if you're before sunrise, well, before that, because literally when things go dark, sunset, people start sunset. That's when like the purge starts. So really, if you have to go to a location, or like if you know what's going to happen, weapons or whatnot, I would definitely try to gain some type of weapon before the purge, go through the purge with their stuff, instead of, during the purge, I'm going to go out and do this.
Guess what all the poor people and middle class people should have did? Go to the rich neighborhoods and go after them.
Right.
Period. Instead of hurting and fighting amongst each other. And my thing is, please, I'm sorry, I know this is so goofy, but we don't have to kill them.
Yeah.
We can just tie them up, put them down in the basement, and just take all their shit.
And take all their shit.
Okay?
All the celebrities doing while this is happening. Because if it's a purge actually
Going
was
to
happening,
their bunker underground, that's
right?
already
They have a
created.
bunker or some type of shit. But this fall,
I really could. I'm telling you.
but I feel like having stuff before it happens is a thing, and that's where we got the whole panic buying in the pandemic. People afraid of running out and not being able to buy it, especially with the pipeline closing too.
And why
people
did we...
putting gasoline in plastic bags? Like,
okay, I've seen that
on.
here in the South, and I'm not trying to be funny, but dude, I know we get desperate, baby. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Because
you're
obviously
wasting it.
there's
You're wasting
signs
it.
all over the
Getting a milk carton,
Right.
a gallon
a
jug.
yeah,
I mean,
something
on.
else,
A
but
plastic bag.
a plastic bag.
I could see. No, I wouldn't travel in a plastic bag. I mean, if you got to carry some plastic bags to carry your stuff in,
but really,
Mhm.
So that's pretty much. I feel like I think there were a couple of fires or accidents that had that happen,
and it started in the trunks because that's where they were putting the gasoline at.
And the whole car went up in flames. That is just ridiculous, though. So it's just, if you're one of those panic buyers, you just need to breathe, figure out like what is
and think
right.
of other
think
people.
Be considerate.
Because what I've seen in movies, if you're the one that has it all, everybody comes after you.
Right.
I'm gonna look broke in the pandemic. Okay, like if we were in an apocalypse, I'm gonna look like I don't have anything.
Right.
And if people were to come over to get a little soup or a little cans, when I open up my cabinets, I'm gonna have my food somewhere else.
For real.
You see like 6 or 7 cans up that bitch.
Right. Not the whole stash.
1 roll of tissue, 1 roll of paper towels.
Yeah. For real.
Period.
But it's just crazy. But I mean, I know it is survival and whatnot, but consideration.
Yeah, but the human race is not considerate now.
Yeah.
We're not even in that.
For other people,
could you
buying other shit.
Could you? I mean, we've seen people rolling out carts.
Yeah. This high and whatnot of like toilet paper or paper towels, but there's also
nobody was buying food though.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you gonna do? Survive off paper?
Yeah,
nobody was buying.
Some people were actually reselling products that probably say no reselling price.
I don't care if it says no resell or not. What pissed me off is you could have just saved it in there. You're trying to make money when money may not even exist in the future, depending on how the world goes.
Right.
Because if there's no economy to have money, people are going to trade like they did in the past.
Yeah.
So money wouldn't matter. So you're getting some tissue for $1, but you want to sell it for 20.
Yep.
F you. All right, guys. So JT has the dowsing rods, but the looks like this candle man is kind of blocking him. Let me see if I can slide.
Are the rods?
Yeah. So we're trying to get them straight. So,
and we're asking the entities out there only to contact positive entities and only love, heart in your heart, and caring. I asked like my ancestors, my spiritual guide, to protect me from all the negative entities and the negative energy, and to only influence positive entities.
I say so. We're asking for the rods to stay straight for no, and for them to please and thank you cross the rods for yes. So I'm gonna let JT, start with some lead questions.
If there's any positive entities out there, I hope it's okay for me to contact you. All right. So I'm wondering, is there any entities out here with us right now?
That is a yes. Give it a second when it straightens up before you ask a question. Okay, thank you. I take that as a yes.
Come with your energy.
Exactly. Yep, there they go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any negative influences around my family?
Let it take its time. Now they use a lot of energy. That is a yes.
That is a yes.
All right, give it time to straighten back up. Oh, that's a hard yes.
All right. Thank you for your answer. And if you could straighten out the bars.
Just want them to know we respect them. They're really serious about that.
Yeah,
I
they
just
are.
want you to know that. It's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So, from what you just answered from us, answered for us. There's some negative influences around my family. So, next question. Will those negative entities eventually go away?
No. Possibly, but I think it's, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a slow no.
a slow no.
That means it could be.
It'll take time.
That's what I feel. Do you not feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I
what I
got
feel.
that vibe. It'll
I
take
feel
time.
that. Thank you. Thank you. If you got that, I felt like it said no, it'll take time. Solid.
I achieve a positive lifestyle
Or outcome from it.
outcome from it.
If you can answer that. Do you see how it's balancing?
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your answers. All right. So I'm going to take that as a yes. So if you could please reset the bars to no, meaning straight.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys. That's pretty good.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
Me. I think it's my turn.
It's your turn?
I think so.
There you go.
Okay. All right, so I like to call my guardians and my ancestors and nothing but positive and light. I only ask to speak to my ancestors, the ones that have been guarding me. You know what I mean? the one voice that I've heard since I was a child, that male voice, that strong spirit get started. All right, let's see.
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh. All right. And can we reset if you guys don't mind? It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. I know. My energy's everywhere. I know. Thank you. I know. May I please ask if my ancestors or guardian angels are here? Can you keep the rod straight for no? And can you cross it for yes? Are you here for me to speak to you? Yes or no? Let's see. I don't want nothing negative. Am I able to speak to my guardians or my ancestors? I do not want to speak to anything that is not of light and of love. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. You're hugging me. I know. Oh, you're hugging me. Okay, I love you. Y'all know I get freaked out. Okay. Can we reset? Please. Please reset. I told you every time I get these things, I go crazy. Nobody believes me. All right. Can we reset? The energy is so wide. Okay. Now, this is something I've been wanting to ask. There's two questions for sure I've been wanting to ask. When I was little in middle school, what I seen I thought was a demon. It called my name. Was it a demon? Yes or no? I know that was a long question. Let me try again. Simple. In middle school, what I seen I thought was a demon. Was it a demon? Yes or no, if you can answer it. No.
So I wonder if
Okay.
it's a poltergeist.
No. I know what I think it is. Possibly. Okay. Was what I saw was some type of angel or guardian or a watcher? Mm, okay.
Hmm.
No. When I looked up in that closet at my cousin Jay's house, I know I seen something. Was it there to wish me harm? Mm, this is
Hmm.
weird. Okay, well, that's a good thing. All right, well, I don't know what it is then, since you guys won't answer it for me. What I seen at my cousin's house in middle school, do I know who you are? Are you connected to my family? Okay, thank you. Can you reset them, please? Can you reset them, please? If you don't mind. I only have a couple more questions, I promise. I'm actually tired. And I'm only doing this to have somebody here with me. Okay. Thank you. Am I going to get another one? Are you going to keep embarrassing me on camera? Come on, guys. Can we reset? Please? Thank you. Okay. My family's a hoot. All right. What I seen in middle school has traumatized me. Should I let it go? Yes or no? It's like it doesn't want to answer. You know what I mean? It's weird. Oh, London Bridge is fall. Then down. Okay, so that is yes. I should let it go. Okay. All right. Let's reset. Let's reset. I have another question. Okay. Okay. I love you. You. All right. Okay. Go back, please. I'm gonna hold these up higher. I want you guys to reset. All right. Just hold them strong for me. Okay. Okay. So, have I been here before in a past life? Yes or no? Because I really believe I've been here before in a past life. Have I been here before in a past life? Come on, guys, let me know. Yes or no? I love you. Somebody's met. I swear, if this is you, Auntie Rennie messed me. Thank you, girl, because I know I did. Can you reset, please? I know you're probably upset with me messing with these things, but
Hello.
hi, that's JT. All right. Has there been something with me? Yeah, I figured that. Can you reset? I need to ask a serious question because I'm actually kind of scared. Yes. Okay. Can you reset so I can ask it? Just a little bit so the camera can see it. Okay. Is the thing that is with me or entity with me, is it bad? Yes or no? Okay. Do I need to help the entity that's with me? Yes or no?
Hmm.
Okay. Is the entity with me because the entity wants to be around me? Yes or no?
We're both kind of moving.
Give it a second. Is the entity that's around me supposed to be with me or connected to me? Yes or no? If you can answer, because sometimes they can't answer stuff because it can throw off the balance of the universe, but still, I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that, guys. I think that's kind of like a yes.
I know. I see them both move.
Yeah. Energy could be slow because I am asking a lot of questions back to back. Thank you. All right. One more question and then I'm going to be done because I just want to know. Was it an ancestor or guardian angel that cut on my son's light in his bedroom? Who cut on his light? Yes or no?
I would repeat it again.
I am. Okay. Was it a good entity that cut on my son's light in his room? Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, I heard it.
What was that? Oh, reset. That freaked me out.
It was like a
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Was it a good entity or anything of love and light that cut on my son's light in his room? I keep feeling like there's something right there. Oh, that was weird. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's all I need to know. I am about to close this session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to talk to us. We keep hearing a weird noise.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. If you session out, anybody that's around me that I called, I ask that you go on and go off to whatever you need to do. Hey, if you're Auntie Renee, yes, this is JT. I love him.
Yeah. Thank you for contacting us. Your travels.
Exactly. Yes. So on your travels, that's what I was trying to think of the word. And thank you, JT. So on your they said yes. On your travels. So, all right. Quick question cool. Before we wrap this up. Yeah, they're like pins.
That's pretty cool.
So, quick question.
All right.
How did this experience make you feel?
It's kind of weird knowing or speaking to a realm or a place that you can't really see or you can't really sense in a way.
Yeah.
But knowing that, you know, there are some negative things out there that could affect families and your circle and your life.
Purpose.
Yeah. That's just kind of weird. But it did say, you know, that it takes time for those things to go away. Mm-hmm. So hopefully for the best, we make the right decisions and choices and the timeline to
stuff like that.
And smoldering and whatnot.
So what was the difference from seeing people do dowsing rods on TV than you holding them and just experiencing them for yourself? Would you say before, if you looked at it, would you think that it was real? Or do you think it's real now? I mean, I'm not saying you even believe in it now.
In a way, I could see that there are, I feel like, possibly easily to manipulate.
Facts, because if we put our thumbs up on them, we can twist them.
Yeah.
But we were holding them like this.
Yeah, straight.
So how was it?
But
with you answering your questions, you know,
it was,
and then you can answer how you seen mine. Because it was totally different.
Yeah.
Mine didn't move the way yours did.
Yeah.
Yours were moving and grooving and dancing.
Yeah.
So,
but it was really weird. But I mean, like a good kind of weird, because knowing that there's positive entities out there that are trying to keep bad things from the living. So I mean, that's a safety blanket.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of things that mess up the connection. So that's why I feel like me just handing them over to you,
it could have.
that could have just messed up the connection too.
It could have. But we did ask a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, yes, they're spirits and they're almighty and great,
Right.
but excuse me.
And it does take more energy. So
you know,
yeah.
but that's why I wanted you to go first, because I've experienced them. I wanted you to experience them hot and ready. That's what it was about for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if
But
you could
I
feel
certainly
it.
like this.
Yeah.
My hands are freezing, so I can't really move them.
Mhm.
So they were crossing on their
feel
own,
mine.
and I was like, okay.
Yes, and they were direct on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they really were. So I really think that was cool.
Yeah. But it was a neat experience. I mean, I guess it would have to be a personal experience for you to actually get the vibe of it, you know?
Yeah.
Not just
I know you feel.
right.
And like I said, I don't know if I was really getting hugged, but to me, the way they were crossing,
it looked
really
like a hug.
felt like y'all was getting hugged. You know, it felt like they wanted to come back and mad at that at all. I don't give a damn. So yeah, so look, we're hitting
Hugs are free.
right. Well, we're hitting at midnight.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything really else to talk about. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
JT's moving to Idaho, y'all.
Yeah, I'm moving away. That's where I'm originally from.
And I hope he records his road trip with his GoPros.
Yeah.
I think that if he records his road trip, just be his natural self, record it. It'd be great content for him to finally start his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I still haven't started one.
Because when he does, y'all, I'm going to promote it until y'all are tired of hearing it. Because like a speeding unicorn in the sound of just beautifulness. I don't know how to explain it. It's like ribbons and bows and just gold and whatever. Anything positive. Seriously, though.
Thank you.
You don't get enough credit. People say give people their flowers when they're alive. I don't want to wait till you pass and I can say all these great things about you. Rather say them to you while you're here in the present.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love
Thank you for putting up with me because I'm crazy. Thank you. I love you too. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we can sign out on that.
Yeah, I guess we're good.
Well, y'all already know what I say, guys. Do not obey.
Do not obey. Keep
Stay
it
woke. Right?
Happy Halloween too.
Yes.
Like all of our decorations, all the time that's been through this.
JT did this. This is all him.
Enjoy your holiday. Be safe out there.
Yes.
Stay warm if it gets cold. Like it was tonight, because the other night it was not. It
was warm. We should have did the party last night. I swear. Should have. We would have been up in this thing for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Seriously. But another reason why we're probably not drunk is because we're so cold, we're sober.
Yeah. So
that's a good thing we did it outside.
Yeah.
Because all that wine I drank, I've been leaning over here by the end of the video like this, trying to talk to y'all. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So like I always say, guys, do not obey. Stay woke. Peace.